Hey everybody, welcome back to Guns and Gadgets, your source for Second Amendment news. Let's talk about New York. Some crazy stuff going on in New York State. As of February 1st, for those of you who don't follow the laws from the other parts of the country, New York required everybody in that state who owns guns, has a license to carry or whatever, to re-register themselves and re-register their weapons by January 31st. Now that deadline has gone last week, and there are approximately 81,000 people who failed to comply. Now, according to state law in New York, those 81,000 law-abiding citizens exercising their constitutionally guaranteed civil right to keep and bear arms are now felons. That's how New York works. Now, a lot of those people maybe didn't realize they had to do it because unless you watch things specifically, like if you watch channels on TV or say this channel here on YouTube specifically for gun laws and infringements around the country, this stuff doesn't get put out there, right? The government doesn't want you to know how they work and collude to try to screw the gun owners, right? I mean, because if you just shed the light of truth on stuff, all this wouldn't happen. Now, if you're one of those 81,000 new felons in New York, the state police have come out and said they're not going to take law enforcement criminal action. It's just too many people, blah, 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 blah. But watch what they're doing. Now, on top of that craziness, New York is looking to outdo itself again. There were 2 amendments submitted that look to... they're driving me crazy. I don't know about folks in New York, but... listen to this. There's a bill that's looking to only allow civilians to purchase no more than 2 times their gun's capacity in a 90-day period, referring to the rounds, to ammunition. So since all magazines in New York are limited to 10 rounds, if you have a semi-auto, you can only buy 1 box of 20 rounds every 90 days, every 3 months. In theory, say you own a revolver, a 5-shooter, a 6-shooter, whatever, let's use a 6-shooter, okay? In theory, the way that this amendment is written, you will only be able to purchase 12 rounds every 3 months. Limit your ability to purchase legal items. Now, if you just watched the California video I did last night, California realized that they can't limit people on how many legally owned items they can purchase, and that was referring to a gun bill they had. We could only buy 1 pistol every 30 days. So that is shot down as of this week. Here we are in New York. They're looking to tell you you can't buy any ammunition unless we deem that you can, because we're the kings. Here's the Second Amendment I told you about. Second Amendment, kind of an oxymoron, right? The Second Amendment filed to violate the Second Amendment. Fucking New York. So here it is. Under the proposed Section 270.00 of the New York State Penal Code, they're looking to amend it to prevent gun dealers from selling ammunition for a firearm to anyone unauthorized to have such a weapon, regardless of the weapon type. Under the current code, only pistols and revolvers are specifically regulated. And of course, not to be outdone, they're going to up the penalty for the violation of this to a Class E felony that carries a minimum of 1 year in prison up to 4 years. So, if you say you don't own a 380, or we don't have the illegal ability to own a 380, you can't buy 380 ammunition. So, like, say you own rifles, and you're going to the range with your friend who owns a 380, you can't buy ammunition and play with his 380. Craziness. New York, step up, make the phone calls. Get this out in the open. Shine the light of truth on this. Everybody who's not in New York, forward this so that people who are in New York can see this. Please like and subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. We are back with a vengeance. Please pass this along. We need the word to get out because this is amazingly unconstitutional. That's just, when you read this stuff, when you do the research on the laws like this, sometimes you have to walk away for a couple days because it'll drive you crazy. Again, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Help us get to that 100,000 so that maybe you could be the lucky subscriber that wins a free gun and a free holster, courtesy of Great Road Firearms and Harry's Holsters. For more information on that, the video is going to be popping up here on the 100,000 subscriber giveaway. Until we see each other again, be safe, stay vigilant, carry a weapon. Take care, everybody.